Hello! This is
Hello.
another episode of The Boys After Dark.
Boys.
The Boys. This is now the JB Ronkies episode.
Hey, sup chat.
So, for our guest today, Mr. Number One Luzon, baby. So, please introduce yourself, Mr. JB Ronker.
Hello, I am Joseph Brickster G. Ranches, aka JB, from 12 Andromeda.
AKA Mr. Number One Luzon, baby. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so JB, my first question is, what is your most memorable dorm experience? By the way, you can speak Filipino, Taglish. Honestly,
Hindi lang.
mostly ng episodes sa Tagalog. So feel free. There's no restrictions kung English. Kung English gusto mo, you know me. Kaya natin
Yeah.
mag-converse ng English. So, okay. So first, what is your most memorable dorm experience?
Dorm experience. I'd say siguro mga grade 7.
Grade 7, baby!
Kasi, you know,
Come on.
syempre we were just starting out. Tapos, from yung typical LM na nasa bahay lang to biglang sa Pisay na you know, every day, dun tayo matutulog together, just like apat tayo. It's just a new experience overall. Just like, during grade 7, I think that year was the most memorable one for me. Especially like, nag-chest tayo nila.
Yun nga. I was
Yeah.
about to say, pre, ang most memorable experience ko from you, is yung first day natin.
Yeah.
Naalala mo ba
That was
first day natin?
iconic.
Super iconic. Kasi
Super
like,
iconic.
imagine, first day, I was trolling JB.
Yes.
So much.
So hard. For the first time
so
in my
hard.
life,
Diba?
I
Yun nga.
got trolled.
Because like, diba, you're the valedictorian. That's a given. You
Yeah.
have high honors, you
Yeah.
have perfect grades, you have
Very respected.
very respected. And the first day, dito sa Pisay, you know, ito troll ka.
Very eye-opening experience.
May mga other experience ka ba na maalala ng grade 7?
Grade 7.
Sa dorm specifically.
I guess, mga nung unang first rin, siguro nag-room hop tayo kila Reg. Like, tuwing like Friday nights or like Thursday nights, basta something ganun, na free tayong lahat, wala lang like, bigla tayong nagkukumpol dun sa like room nila Reg.
Oo, yung sobrang dami natin pag kunwari magsistay ka na.
Kaya mga 8 yata tayo.
Oo, yung pag magsistay lahat.
Yeah, tas, very vibe experience kasi like, walang usap tayo, ganun. Tapos,
Omsim.
Minecraft. Yeah.
So, JB, you know, Mr. Extra Killer Boy right now.
Yes, sir.
You know, you've been to a lot of dorms kasi
Yes.
magko-competition ka also in your SIP. What is your top 3 dorm?
Like,
of all
as
time.
in dorm places
Dorm
lang.
places, UP, San Yat-sen, I don't know. What is your top 3 dorm?
I'd say, top 1 undoubtedly is like sa Taiwan.
Oh,
Kasi,
bakit?
air conditioned. Tapos, ang laki lang ng space, like, it's just so much bigger than dito sa Pisay. Kasi ang setup dun is, yung upper bunk yung tulugan, and then lower bunk is,
Yung loft bed ba siya?
ganun. Tapos like, very spacious yung room. Like, as in, we had the other room over. So, bali, 4 in a room kasi. Tapos, di naki-room hop sa amin yung isang room. Like, 8 kami. And like, we had so much room to work with. Like, we didn't feel cramped at all. Dito sa Pisay, low-key,
So, I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
Honestly, cramped.
Yeah.
Second.
Second, inisip ko feel ko sa Pisay Main OED.
Oo, bakit? May
Kasi
aircon rin ba
may
doon?
aircon din.
Grabe naman!
I don't know, like,
CVC, what's up?
diba?
What's up?
Kailangan natin ng aircon. Kasi it's so mainit dito sa Pinas. Like, for real. Lalo na pag matutulog. Like, kasarap matulog pag may aircon, pre.
Diba?
Yeah.
Ay, that's so cheating. Okay, so, describe me. Main
Main?
campus dorm. What does it look like?
Actually, it's not, I don't know if gano'n yung setup nila sa main campus. Pero like, yung pinagtulugan kasi namin is sa OED. Like, dun talaga like, if may from other campuses na pumupunta ng main campus, like they can stay there, reserve sila ng like spot.
Yung parang VIP dorms nila.
Parang ganun, medj.
Yung sa baba.
Yeah. Kaso like medyo malaki siya and like maraming beds. So most likely if may event, may ganap din yung other campuses
Parang doon nila dinadala.
Oo. So, pero spacious naman yung bed. Like, pero hindi siya double deckers. Like, mga single beds lang siya. Tapos, magkakatabi. Pero most importantly, yun nga na, aircon siya.
Aircon.
You have much space to work with.
So third.
So third, I think dito na sa Pisay. Pero, I'm thinking which specifically, if dito or sa old dorm.
Or Annex. Annex
Yeah.
is a big contender, pre. Space there is so big compared here.
Feel ko, yung annex, yung like grade 10 namin.
Yun nga.
Ikaw
Annex,
ba?
grade 10
Dun
yun.
din?
Hindi kasi kami, dito na ako ng grade 10.
pala.
Pero ang laki ng annex nyo dun.
Diba? Malaki nga yun. Like, very spacious din siya. And,
Nag-stay ka na ba sa UP?
actually, hindi pa. Like,
Really?
I haven't gone to the dorms there pa.
Okay.
I usually just like live sa condo ni ate, nearby.
Pag kunwari din yung competition?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ako sa condo ni ate.
So, Alex, explain to the viewers, what does it look like?
Annex, like, as always, like, double-decker siya.
Mhm.
Pero, the thing that's special kasi dun sa annex, like, yun yung space. You have, like, pwede kang mag-set up ng, like, 4 na desks dun and, like,
May space ka pa.
Yeah, may
Same amount of
ka
space
pa.
here.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Dito kasi, like, sobrang cramped.
Sobrang
Yeah.
liit.
Tapos dun yun nga yung space, like, you can set up 4 tables, tapos may kanya-kanya kayong workplace, tapos kayang i-accommodate lahat ng yun and still have some leftover space to
Dito
like,
kasi pag kunwari may isa kang roommate na madaming dala sobrang late na sobrang cramped na
Sobrang cramped na ng kwarto namin,
Yun
low-key,
nga.
gamit. Tapos like, especially dun sa like room na napuntan, yung kila Red at Albrix. Kasi 'di ba 3 beds yung nandun. Ganun kalaki yung room. Kaya like, doon yung spot na lahat tayo pinagtatambayan
naglatag
natin.
pa tayo nun.
Diba?
Grabe yun.
Mga 10 tao yata yung nandun na accommodate niya.
May 3 bunk beds na dun, diba?
Yeah.
Tapos may 3 pa tayong nalatag na
Sim.
foam. Grabe.
Yeah.
Honestly, solid yung annex.
Yeah.
Solid yung annex.
Solid. Tapos like, medyo closed off siya sa main dorm. Tapos like, medyo mahirap siyang i-access ng like dorm managers. Kaya parang medyo mas free ka.
At saka yung ingay pa hindi ka rinig.
Yeah,
At all.
yun nga. Kaya hindi sila magsistrict sa'yo.
Hindi pa sila nagsisita.
Tapos, during that time din kasi, yun dun yung first year natin na wala ng
walang deposit.
Kaya,
super goated.
that just made the experience better.
Honestly, ang laking bagay nga na wala na tayong deposit nun.
Yeah.
So, next question. Speaking of goated, what is your most memorable out of campus competition?
Out of campus. Does SIP count or competition?
Syempre given na kapag SIP pretty goated yan kasi sa Taiwan
yeah.
So, like, Fofo? Hindi, Fofo?
Kung ako, like, PMO Nationals.
PMO Nationals.
Kasi 2 days, tapos like, yun yung competition, yun yung like hardest na math competition na nasalihan ko talaga. And yun yung yung mga kasama ko dun, very like cream of the crop na talaga.
Peak na kasi yun
Yeah, like,
ano ba bang other math competition that doesn't include like 1,000 participants from sobrang daming countries.
Yun kasi yung like oldest at most prestigious dito sa country talaga. So, yun yung for me yung best experience talaga and like most memorable.
May story ka ba doon sa ganun? Or pretty chill lang kayo nun nung sa PMO? Ay, sa nationals nyo?
PMO Nationals, basically, yung PMO Nationals namin nun is 2 days siya of just sheer answering, proving type of questions.
Ay, legit?
Yeah.
Like yung para sa math?
Yeah, like,
we want to show
proving
that
na like,
to mga
yeah. Ganun yung mga higher level math Olympiads na.
Damn.
It's all proving na. Yun, wala na siyang problem solving mainly. So, it's all proving. So, Ako kasi yung type of maths ko talaga ever since is very problem solving. Kasi yun din yung tinuturo sa school eh. Diba? Calculus, algebra, ganun.
Doon ka rin sa...
Pero, yung I had to step out of my comfort zone for that one. Like, as in, the week prior as in, nagsosolve ako ng like so many proving problems para ma-accustom sa ganong type of questions.
Doble na rin kasi yung ganun dun eh. Like, yung kailangan mo isipin.
Oh.
Like, let's say, nahanap mo na yung sagot. Pero paano mo ipoprove?
Diba? Or kaya pwede rin binigay na sa'yo yung sagot.
Paano mo...
Yung sagot mo na yung proof mo. You have to like explain it with different math theorems and concepts, ganun. So you have to make it like as elegant as possible na maintindihan ng as much as possible maintindihan ng not very math person.
May kasama pang grammar dun eh.
Oo nga eh.
So,
as in paragraph form na.
So, JB, syempre, given, madami kang competitions na nasasalian, madami ka ring school days na namimiss.
Yup.
Do you like missing school days?
Good question. Honestly, ngayong grade 12, yes. Kasi ngayong grade 12, ang dami nating free time.
Ang daming downtime lang, no?
Ang daming downtime. Kaya like, it's lalo na ngayong like later quarters or kaya like, yung tapos na yung exams, ganun. Yung period na halos wala talagang ginagawa. Yun yung, ayoko kasi na, during those times kasi, feel ko yung time ko hindi ako super duper productive.
Diba? Like,
so like,
nanonood ka lang ng anime, isang season, tapos mo na isang araw. Sobrang useless.
Tapos yung schedule mo buong araw is, yun nga, panay free time, or kung meron man, hindi na magdi-discuss yung teacher, or like very, very slight. Mga ganun ba? Pero, sobrang daming downtime, kaya, nag-decide din ako na mag-join ng competitions ngayon para I can make good use of my time.
Competitions ka nga ngayon. Like, nahihirapan ka ba minsan na parang humabol sa mga quiz or assignment na namimiss mo?
Honestly, kasi grade 12, hindi na. Hindi. Feel ko yung amount, yung number of requirements na binibigay din yung workload, medyo mas less kasi ngayon. Tapos yung fact din na marunong na tayong how to manage like deadlines, like marami na tayong experience. So, ayun, mas madali na siyang maghabol ngayon.
Feel ko yung isang factor rin kasi, may college ka na.
Ayun
na scholarship.
Kaya
so,
I don't really have to worry
yung
about
grade. Yeah, so, meron din yun.
Yeah, it's definitely like very, parang ease of mind, ganun, na factor. Pero hindi siya super duper main factor. Like, honestly, may pake pa rin ako sa grades ko.
Siyempre. Meron ka nga yung sinasabi mo na premium mo kapag nag-top tier ka, tsaka pag flat
of course. Kasi yung intrinsic motivation din na yung, kunya like, mataas yung grades mo, parang, it just goes to show na you care about your studies, you care about learning. Yeah. Pero so, feel ko pag, like, grade 10, tapos magsaspam ka ng contest, like, feel
kamatayan yun.
Yeah, hindi yun.
Kamatayan yun.
Feel ko hindi yun viable, kasi during grade 10, di ba, like,
naghahabol ka na eh.
Naghahabol ka, Rex po lang hinahabol mo na eh.
Tapos maghahabol ka pa ulit.
Kaya, feel ko pag grade 10,
depression.
Parang medyo, parang hindi super viable ang contest or like extra
spam contest na.
If ever man meron like slight lang.
Kahit yung dito lang.
Yeah.
So, ikaw JB, before your competitions, how do you prepare?
Well, honestly, halos pare-pareho lang naman sila na you just have to take the time to practice. Ganun. Parang sa math, mag-solve ng like math problems para ma-familiarize mo yung sarili mo sa like concepts and the problems, kung like paano mo siya atakihin, kung paano ka mag-draft ng solutions mo, ganun. Parang as you solve more problems kasi parang yun yung mas na-familiarize ka na. Tas like parang medyo may idea ka na sa kung bibigyan ka ng problem, kunyari like sa mismong contest date na like it'll just be easier kasi yun nga, marami ka ng practice.
Automatic na lang.
Yeah. And hindi lang sa math yun nag-a-apply to like halos lahat for me. Like it just takes really yung time mo to practice and study.
Kadami rin na off time natin ngayong grade 12 eh. So,
yeah, sobra.
Hindi na rin problem yung scheduling issue sobra. Na kailangan ka magre-review.
Yun nga eh. kasi there's so much free time. Tapos dun naman sa excuse letters, like, in-indicate dun na, can you please, like,
Excuse pa, no?
na-
Meron pa yun.
na
Buong
pagbigyan nyo
araw,
siya sa
wala ka
deadlines,
sa klase.
ganun. Tapos yun nga, like, since grade 12 na less workload, so it's just easier. So, highly recommended talaga na pag grade 12 extracurriculars.
Honestly, pwede rin sa grade 11.
Honestly.
If you're not that worried about, like, research.
Yeah.
Or, like, madali lang research nyo. Kayang-kaya grade 11.
Yeah. Kasi, SYP in general is such, like, a breath of fresh air from, like, grade 10.
Tambay mode.
Yeah,
Tambay
very,
mode na yun, honestly.
Nung grade 10, wala tayong free time nun. Tapos yung, bigla nung grade 11, parang na-normalize na ang free time.
Oh, like, tapos, pwede ka lang maging tamad, tas deal ka pa rin.
Yeah.
There's literally, honestly, pag natulog ka lang sa klase siguro. Pero may free time ka na kasi.
Oh, may free. Kaya mo rin mag-aral kahit hindi mo super, like, naintindihan sa klase. Kasi, may time ka naman. So, it's up to you kung paano mo siya i-utilize, kung paano mo siya gustong gamitin, ganun. And yun nga, I think, dapat nga from starting grade 11 pa lang nag-start na ako with my extracurriculars. Pero, okay lang naman. Kasi nung grade 11, like, nag-focus talaga ako sa ACADS muna. Kasi, nung grade, I feel like nung grade 9 and 10 kasi medyo,
kailangan ko kumambak, ganun.
yeah, parang like nung grade 9 and 10 kasi, parang hindi ako fully committed sa ACADS. Parang, I'm still like figuring it out sa Pisay kung like how to manage everything, ganun. Sa dami ng subjects, ganun. Pero nung grade 11, like, I don't know, I just had a sort of eureka moment na parang ang pumasok sa isip ko nun is like last year na siya na magka-count sa grades sa UPCAT. So, I think this is
lock in.
Yeah, lock in na ng grade 11. Kaya sa ACADS talaga ako nag-focus nun. Pero if had I realized back then yung essence ng extracurriculars, I definitely would have na grade 11 pa lang nag-start. Actually, probably even earlier, pero sa earlier years kasi medyo like mas mahirap pa. Pero ayun nga, like dun sa PMO Nationals, meron akong mga kasama dun, like grade 8 pa lang.
Nag-PPMO na?
Yeah, grade 8 pa lang. As in,
As in, Muhammad the Goat?
Yeah, as in, siya rin, like, grade 8, siya nag-start.
Nag-PMO?
Yeah.
Damn.
As in, like, from early stages talaga. And, that just goes to show, like, kung gaano kaganda ang extracurriculars. Kaso, yun nga, ang slight con lang nun is, yun nga, dagdag workload, ganun. So, nasa sayo talaga how you manage your time. Pero, kung kaya mo nang i-manage your time mo with ACADS, tas may free time ka pa remaining, parang ang best and like most productive way to immerse yourself further sa learning, sa passion mo, ganun, extracurriculars talaga. Yeah, and competitions.
So, di ba, ano yung first na parang super big shot competition na nasalihan mo? At saka ano yung feeling mo nun? Like, every time na papasok ka sa hall na never mo pa napuntahan, to go answer some stuff na never mo pa nasagutan, ano yung feeling nun?
Are we talking about high school lang ba or pati LM?
Both. Any.
Siyempre, nung LM, ang yearly talaga is MTOP. Like, that's the yearly biggest math event, sort of. As in, lahat, alam yan, yun yung inaabangan talaga ng DepEd and like all schools talaga when it comes to math. So, yun, grade 1 pa lang ako, as in, sumasali na ako ng MTOP. No? And, yung feeling nun, like, wala, at first, like, I thought,
basic.
Hindi, I don't know, like, paano ba yung feeling nun? Parang hindi ako super na overwhelmed nun kasi yun nga, passion ko yung math talaga ever since. Tapos, uy, more math, so, yay, ganun. Parang yung feeling. Tapos, yung feeling siguro na yung natutunan ko nun is yung parang getting to represent your school sa mga ganun. So, parang kine-carry mo yung pangalan ng school mo with you. So, ayun, parang it's such an honor ganun na experience. Tapos, very fun experience siya overall and marami akong natutunan nun throughout my years of joining MTOP and several competitions talaga.
So, coming high school, parang nasanay ka na dun sa, parang, ano ba, yung environment na yun?
Yeah.
So, would you ever say na nape-pressure ka when it comes to competitions?
Honestly, medyo.
Ooh.
Kasi, I don't know, kapag, yun nga, since ikaw yung sumasali ng competitions, and you carry yun nga, the name of the school. So, that comes with some expectations then from the teachers and your classmates na for you to perform. Pero, I just try my best not to think about it and just enjoy my time being there. Kasi, yun nga, parang ikaw yung sinelect nung school na ikaw yung sa tingin nilang very deserving na mag-represent. So, the best thing that you can do is just prepare and have fun and do your best talaga. And yung pressure I just try not to think about it na kasi parang it might hinder my performance and even if may pressure parang medyo natural na yung pressure.
Kasi madami ka na nasalihan
before. And as time goes, parang mas nasasanay ka na lang. And I take it na lang na yung expectations na parang as a means of motivation for me to do better, to push harder, ganun. Pero hindi ko naman siya tinitake on a negative light, ganun.
Saan mo naman nakuha yung parang drive mo to join competitions, go on extracurricular activities, and stuff like that?
Back then, kasi, nung grade 1 pa lang, ever since LM, passion ko na math. And, parang medyo nakukulangan ako sa maths sa school pa lang nun. So, parang, ang tinuturo pa lang nun is like, basic addition, subtraction. Like, kaya ko naman nang mag-deep into deeper level maths, ganun. So, parang yun nga, like, medyo boring na yung sa school lang. So, naghanap ako ng means to explore that passion of mine para mas ma-immerse pa ako sa math experiences, ganun. So, ayun, pinasent naman ng school na
MTOP, ganun.
Ito, MTOP, math contest na big thing. So, sali ka, ganun.
Ba't hindi ka nag-common?
Common? And actually, funny thing about Kumon is, tinry ako i-sign up ni mama dun. Pero, tinawagan niya yung Kumon. Pero hindi nag-pick up yung Kumon.
So, never na natuloy?
So, my mom was like, nah.
Wag na lang.
Like, hindi sila nag-pick up, it's their loss. Tapos, I feel like, from what I've been seeing, yung Kumon is, hanggang LM lang kasi siya
kaya mo na i-sweep yun.
For me, Kumon is parang mas ina-advance ka niya yung with the math concept. So, parang grade 1 pa lang mag-answer ka na ng pang grade 2 or grade 3 level stuff. So, ganun siya hanggang grade 6 na hanggang mga preliminaries ng grade 7 to 8 maaaral mo through Kumon. Pero hanggang dun na yung limit niya. Pero ang sinalihan ko naman ng LM is MTG. Yung MTG naman, mas focus niya talaga is yung Olympiad level math. So, hindi lang siya math concepts, pero mga problems talaga na pang-Olympiads. And yun yung a lot of the people from PMO Nationals, MTG kids din sila.
Hindi sila Kumon kids?
Hindi ko lang sure if about Kumon, pero basta lang sure ako yung MTG. Yeah, kasi yun si Ernesto nga yun actually. MTG
boy yan
kaya batak yun ng math ng grade 7, 8. Hanggang ngayon naman. Kaya batak din siya ng math. Kasi, I highly recommend MTG na, kasi, in-immerse ka niya talaga sa Olympiad na problems. So, nafo-force ka na to think outside the box early on pa lang and to devise your own solutions, kumbaga, na hindi lang nagsistick sa ganitong formula. Parang mga creative and critical thinking talaga.
Never ko pa narinig yun nung LM ako, yung MTG. Hindi kasi ako tawag dito. Ano tawag doon? Yung math competition doon? MTOP. Hindi ako nag-MTOP.
Not your forte.
Not my forte.
Not your forte.
Ayun, so, diba, may upcoming kang competition right now, yung sa chemistry Olympiad?
Tapos na yun, nung
Ay,
Saturday.
yung Saturday.
So, ang isa na lang contest ko ngayon, and technically, would you count it as contest,
Ano yan?
yung SRS?
Hindi, papakita mo lang naman yung
Research fair yun. Pero
Pero
low-key like may awards din and stuff. So,
Yung-
you could call it, pero yun na lang yung remaining ko for now. Unless, may small asterisk na
Sa chem?
probably if makuha ko sa IMO.
Oh! Summer camp.
Yes.
So, ayun. So, let's say, theoretically speaking, makapasok ka IMO.
Yeah.
What is your game plan for that?
Game plan ko dun.
Kasi yung next question ko dapat, what's your like parang game plan whenever you have new competitions? Like,
Yeah.
Right now. How would you
As-
approach that?
I mentioned earlier, yun nga talaga. Talagang practice lang talaga in solving problems. Das in study mo rin yung like concepts behind nun as refreshers ganun. And kasi in maths you need lalo na improving parang yung math concepts mo, yung knowledge mo in math. Yun yung sort of gagamitin mong parang bala mo na in crafting yung proofs mo. Yeah, so kung kulang yung knowledge mo sa maths, hindi ka
Wala kang mararating.
Yeah, wala kang mararating. So, siyempre yun, like, mag-YouTube ka ng mga math
Bagong
concepts, like Euclidean geometry, like, yung advanced algebra, combinatorics, mga ganun kasi yung, and number theory, yung mga topics under, like, Olympiad maths. So, ganun, learn new concepts, and yung pinaka-importante talaga is just solve.
So, for you, what is your goal when it comes to, your extracurricular life? Parang ano yung final goal mo dun? Siyempre, goal mo manalo.
Yeah.
When it comes to the competitions itself.
Yeah.
Pero like, ano yung parang, bakit mo, or like, ano yung parang nakikita mong future kung bakit ka nag-join sa mga competitions?
Siyempre, ang extrinsic motivation natin yun, manalo ka. If panalo ka, sobrang laking, like, sort of ego boost.
Ego boost!
Ego boost.
Ano naman tayo dito? Kailangan yun.
Parang, adds prestige under your name. Tapos, low-key, may mga pa-cash prizes pa yung iba. Tapos yung sa parents ko rin. Siyempre, yung part yun. And, parang, like, most important para sa akin dun is just, yung intrinsic motivation na if yung through kunyari sa contest through my preparations in math and chem ganun as I prepare more and more for these sort of competitions mas nagiging knowledgeable ako sa subjects na to and I know na yung subjects would be useful to me so parang dito sa sort of yung math Olympiad so very nahasa ka na sa math. So, yung grade 12 maths natin ngayon, it's not super duper mahirap na para sa even chem. Ganun. So, kasi marami ka ng knowledge So, yun. Tas, magandang rin na napupulot mo sa contests is just yung sheer critical thinking abilities mo na you know how to like solve this problem. Parang, you know how kasi parang the way I see it is sa mga contests and Olympiads, yung mga problems yun nga, tinatrain ka talaga nila na to think critically and deeply tapos para ma-solve mo sila. And yung way of thinking mo na yun, parang ma-apply mo rin siya in life. Na sort of, like, kasi ang dami nating problema na na-encounter sa buhay. And it takes problem solving skills and like resilience para to get through those parang kumbaga.
Yun nga like yung parang fact na yung madami nagsasabi na saan mo gagamitin yung Pythagorean theorem sa totoong buhay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the thought
the thought na
marunong ka mag-solve. So parang yung problem solving skills na yun nagagamit mo in real life.
Yeah, hindi lang yung mismong concept na meron siya na application in buhay. Pero like, even outside yung sheer concept mo. Pero like, yung just knowing yung mga concepts na ganyan, it just sharpens your knowledge and your problem solving skills in overall. And yun yung mga qualities na hinahanap talaga ng mga colleges ngayon sa internationals, ganun na yung mga qualities na hinahanap ni Saloy. And even hanggang sa work, iba sa mga interviews, ganun. Yung the way you sell yourself and yung problem solving skills mo talaga.
Yun nga eh. Like, yun yung parang, yun yung rason for the curriculum vitae.
Yeah.
Diba? It's not the fact na may panalo siya dito, may panalo siya. You know that this guy can analyze problems efficiently, mga parang ganun eh.
Yeah.
So, yun yung medyo hindi ko nagigets sa mga ibang tao na sinasabi nila para sa yung math, walang kwenta.
Well, yun nga. Normal naman talaga yun. Pero, you will only get to see yung good talaga sa kanya once you immerse yourself sa ganun. Kasi low-key ganun din ako dati. Nung times na hindi ako nag-join ng maths.
Oh.
And like, ng contests in general. Like, parang, contest, hindi ko naman magagamit yan, ganun. May period din ako na ganun. Pero, nung tinry ko, ang ganda pala. I should have done this earlier.
Training
ganun.
kasi.
Yeah, and sa thing na, yun nga, as I've mentioned na, ma-appreciate mo lang siya once you immerse yourself in it na.
So, for you, madami ka ng experience sa pagiging competitions. What are the pros and cons of joining competitions?
Pros, you get to explore your passion in several fields. Pros, you get to learn, hindi lang sa school. You get to learn like outside of school and immerse yourself sa learning environments na basta sa in general sa buhay. And yun yung mas lumalawak yung knowledge mo and yung na-sharpen yung problem solving abilities mo. I'd say yun yung mga pros niya. And ang major con lang naman talaga is yung time and effort ng extracurriculars. Which I understand that not everyone can like invest theirs.
Tsaka yung point rin kasi, if you think about it, it's something to improve yourself.
Yeah.
Pero hindi siya necessary. It's an optional thing kasi.
Ano siya? Optional but highly recommended. Yun.
So, yung next question ko, it's more of a personal question. Do you ever feel the pressure to perform in certain activities that is not relating to your competitions? For example, like, let's say kilala ka right now as a PMO GOAT. Number 1 Luzon, baby! So kilala ka dun. So, do you ever feel the pressure na parang you have to perform at that high level constantly when it comes to, for example, sa normal math class natin, yung mga ganito? Or like yung parang mga hindi competition-based activities. Na parang kailangan mo na, may nafe-feel ka bang pressure when it comes to yung mga ganun?
Honestly, meron. Kasi, looking ngayon sa like math class natin, since ako yung PMO person, ako yung representative.
Number 1 Luzon, baby!
ng Pisay, ng Luzon, ganyan. Na parang, low-key na feel ko na everyone thinks na, ay, kaya ko na yan. Ganun, like, I don't need sort of, parang pagka-discuss pa lang ni ma'am, ay, alam ko na,
gets
ganun.
Na dapat.
Pero, in the end, I'm kinda, human pa rin ako, ganun. Na, kahit na, naka-join na ako ng maraming math Olympiads, like, and yes, malawak na yung knowledge ko sa math, I still need the time to exert time and effort into understanding them as well. Yun nga. Yung, hindi ko man siya like, immediately maaano. Na, pagkaturo ni ma'am, gets ko na kagad. Hindi man ganun. Pero, ang, ano ko naman is, pag nag-review na ako and nakapag-review na ako ng maigi, nagpasa na ako ng LG, ganyan. Only doon na mag-e-effect na yung
parang may tawag diyan yung imposter syndrome na parang na you are highly thought of.
Basta ganun. Basta yun nga, I just need time and effort pa rin na magbasa pa rin ng LGs. Pero pag nakabasa naman ako ng LGs and na fully understand ko na, doon ko na may papakita na ako yung PMO guy na magaling ako sa math, ganun.
Kasi yun nga, naisip ko tong question na to, because like, one time, nagtanong ka sa akin ng problem regarding sa class. And I'm like, oh, damn. Magandang parang concept yun na even though na you're this guy na madaming accolades and ganito, you're still a normal person.
Oo.
So parang, yun nga, yung gusto ko sana mapalabas sa'yo dun yung ano ba yun, thought process mo yun, parang feelings mo during those kind of times.
Yeah.
So, may mga times ba na parang nahihiya ka na magtanong?
Medyo, pero may like small hump na medyo nahihiya ako na, kasi low-key, alam ko low-key expected na alam ko na dapat yan. Ganun. Pero, parang si quote din ni Newton na, you have to be humble in learning. Na kahit na ang galing-galing mo na, there's so much more to learn. Tapos yun dapat hindi ka nahiyang magtanong kasi in the end, ang nagbe-benefit, ikaw lang din. So, it just adds to the parang vast knowledge mo na uy, gets mo na after mong magtanong, ganun. So, it's a pro to you. So, hindi ako nahihiyang magtanong. Even if may expectations na alam ko na yun. Pero in reality, hindi.
You just love to learn. Kaya ka napunta dun sa situation na yun.
Yeah.
So, you just love to tanong.
Yeah.
Yung parang yun yung quality mo.
Yeah.
Na mahilig ka magtanong, kaya ka napunta sa mga
very inquisitive ba yung...
Logical and analytical.
Besides scholar. Very scholarly.
There I say.
Yeah.
So, for you, who is your idol?
Define idol.
I mean, we can look at it at different aspects. Yung isa kong main tanong ko talaga dito, who's your idol when it comes to contests and stuff like that? Or like, yung idol mo in general. Like, kung saan mo nakuha yung, paano ba? Yung pagiging inquisitive mo.
Yeah. So, wala lang, early on, siguro during my LM days, ang like main idol ko nun is probably my dad. Kasi siya yung like nagtuturo-turo sa akin ng maths. And like, ang style kasi namin ng pag-aaral nun is parang nagpapa-quiz bee si mama with like M-top questions, ganun. Tapos paunahan kami ni papa magsagot. And like, parang halos lagi akong natatalo ni papa. Kaya, parang low-key naging goal ko na, kailangan kong mag-aral ng math. Kailangan kong mas magpakagaling para matalo ko na siya, ganun. Yun yung sa early stages, ganun. Tapos, sa later naman na, I'd say, medyo cliche ito, pero yung minention ko sa speech ko na wala lang si Isaac Newton. Yun nga na, yung humility in learning. Ganun. Tapos, wala lang. Ang galing yan. Di ba siya ngayon nag-invent ng calculus?
Yun nga, sobrang goated ni Newton.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, super underrated siya. Panay Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Newton is the
siya yung OG.
Hindi naman sa OG, pero like yung sheer amount na
nang nalapag
niya. Di ba? Yung gravity. Well-known siya, gravity.
Bro,
calculus. Algebra po. Bro!
Lahat na.
Diba, like, sobrang dami niyang naambag. Tapos palaging si Einstein na lang, he's getting all the creds, bro. Calm down.
Yeah. So, ayun, pero, low-key, nung after kay dad, medyo wala na super. Pero, recently lang uli, syempre yung our beloved Muhammad. No?
Muhammad Goat.
Kasi, ngayon ko lang din siya, like, nakilala Pero, yung sheer amount of accolades, sobrang dami.
Dami.
As in, ngayon pa lang yung on the national level, siya na yung top 1 ng Philippine Mathematical Olympiad, Philippine Physics Olympiad, tapos pati sa PNCO, gold medalist siya.
Ano PNCO?
Yung Chem.
Ay, really?
Yeah, gold siya dun. Tapos sa international level, like, IMO silver medalist siya. Sa ICHO, bronze, I think. Yeah, ganun. Tapos dun sa astrophysics na international level, gold siya dun. Basically, like, halos anything.
He's the avatar.
Yeah. Pati nga, like, statistics, like, just name it na something abstract. Hindi, wag lang bio. Or like, mga MUN stuff na...
Dare I say research.
Okay, Differential. Basta mga concepts na ganun na science and math concepts ganun na Olympiads. Siya yung nananalo. So like, wow.
Honestly, ang galing
Lagot,
niya.
yeah.
Ang galing niya.
Isipin mo yun na like, I worked my ass off buong high school para lang makapag PMO Nationals ganyan. Para makapag top 1 sa Luzon area
Top 1
stage.
na dyan!
Pero siya, he's been doing it for like years
Since
now.
grade 10.
And hindi lang sa maths, like sa lahat ng
Sa
subjects.
chem at saka sa physics.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, nung nakilala ko talaga, when I found out about him, talagang na-idolize ko siya. Tapos, kaya in-approach ko siya nung PMO Nationals din.
Ooh.
Yeah. And he was very friendly naman. Like, kinongratulate niya pa ako na ako yung first sa CVC na nag-national finals, that's history, ganyan. Like, very humble person din siya na hindi siya yung mayabang na matalino ngayon na, uy, mas matalino ko sa'yo, may ayaw mo, ganyan.
Ay, talaga? Like,
It's just, actually, halos lahat naman sila eh. Pero siya specifically, very friendly siya. Kaya,
volunteer na kasi yun.
yeah. So, like, alam mo yung kahit na gaano siya ka-accomplish siya, very down-to-earth person pa rin siya and friendly. Kaya ko rin siya naging friends din kami.
So, ayun na, yun rin yung cool. Kasi like, di ba, madamay kang accolades ngayon. Tropa peeps na kita since grade 7.
Yeah.
So like, I will forever see you as the person na ginago ko first day. Ano, nakakatawa lang yun. Na you can never expect it.
Yeah.
Tapos, ayun, so for my last question, what is your message for those who want to, aspire being a extracurricular boy, Mr. Competition boy?
Oh. Ang message ko sa mga taong gan is to just go out there and explore what you're passionate about and the things you want to try out. Kasi in the end, very beneficial talaga siya in that may immerse mo yung sarili mo sa ganung field. Kunyari, passionate ka sa math. Joining Math Olympiads gets to matuturuan kaya with math concepts and solving problems. Tas, hindi lang sa academic type of competitions and extracurriculars. As in any ventures talaga, there's always some extracurricular na pwede mong salihan. Parang, kunyari, gusto mong basketball, yung sa inyo, yung sa Pisay Templars, join ka ng varsity, makipag-practice ka, ganun. Just to hone your skills. Tapos, through yung mga workshops na ganun, mas magaling ka na mag-basketball. Di na-explore mo yung something that you're passionate about. Tas, basta mga ventures na ganun. And marami, hindi lang math, sports, like, meron din pang mga MUN, debates. There's so many, like, even SC with leaderships and stuff. Depende talaga sa saan ka passionate about. And yun nga, ang message ko lang is to just go out there and explore. Wag kang matakot. Kasi, the more time and experience that you have, naturally, you will just get better at it. And you will get better sa field na passionate ka about. Yeah. So, yun.
What an amazing message from Mr. Number 1 Luzon.
Let's go.
So, this has been The Boys After Dark.
The Boys After Dark.
Joseph Ranches episode. So, Mr. Taiwanese boy, I will be seeing you. Thank you for this amazing
interview. Thank you very
much
for the experience.
And I will be looking forward to being friends with you until we die, buddy.
Me too.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Peace.
Danzo!